Hey, it is Wednesday, November the 28th, 2018. I have finally restored my my office chair here. Gonna try this out for this recording. Hopefully I won't throw my back out during the next 10 minutes. Let's start with a nice cough there. All right, it has been an okay writing day. I've gotten up to 1,400 words as of this recording here, just shy of 7 p.m. I got off to a very slow start today. I had a lot of trouble finding some energy for writing. I just didn't feel like writing for most of the day. It was a day where I had to struggle a lot to sort of overcome that feeling of why bother. Here at the end of NaNoWriMo, this is the third to the last day. There are 2 more days after today. I am within striking distance. I don't anticipate that I will get to the 50,000 words until the final day, which is not unusual for me. I am currently sitting at 46,387 words. I'm about 300 words shy of the baseline amount, which I expect that I'll be able to make that up tonight sometime. But yeah, I just had a lot of trouble getting into a writing mood today. I had another sort of revelation about my story, which is kind of ironic here at the end. I actually discovered something, quote unquote, discovered, that I found sort of interesting. I had this idea that what if Tanzimet, the evil sorcerer, what if Tanzimet was Silenius's brother? What a twist! It turned it into a soap opera. The Silenius facing off against his brother Tanzimet. So that was kind of an interesting little twist, which I just sort of gave away a huge plot spoiler there in case I ever do release this book. But it's not the kind of thing that I would hide until the end of the book anyway. It's something that would be revealed as the book goes along, because that would increase the tension and drama of the final confrontation. If we know that these two are, brothers, then that makes their confrontation that much more interesting and dramatic, and filled with tragedy and whatnot. So yeah, that's not the kind of thing that I would hide till the end of the book. In the first draft, though, it was hidden until the until last night, when I just happened to think of this idea that, hey, this might be an interesting little angle. Might make it at least a little bit interesting for me to finish out this draft, if nothing else. So I've sort of started writing this final confrontation. Again, this, in the context of what I've written in this draft, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for there to be a final confrontation here. I haven't really set up this final confrontation at all. I just kind of wanted to make a big dramatic splash at the end here and write something sort of exciting. Again, my idea here is that I will stop at 50,000 words, and if and when I ever come back to work on a second draft of this, I will have sort of the skeleton of a complete story here that I will then be able to fill in the details that are missing from the first draft. Hopefully, that will be the theory, anyway. So, despite being having a hard time getting into the writing today, I feel like I did. I feel like I've done a good job of staying focused on the story. This new little twist with the familial angle has sort of gotten me into the story just a little bit, which I hope will carry me through the last couple of days here. It's been sort of an interesting writing exercise here to talk about this. So I'm having these two characters, Selenius and Tanzimet, fight each other, basically. And these are two powerful magicians, magic users, sorcerers, whatever. I haven't really settled on the terminology for all the magic in this book. I call Tanzimet a sorcerer, and Selenius has had like 10 different names throughout this book. But I mentioned before how I feel like magic should be really mysterious and, sort of apocalyptic in nature. So it's been a little bit of a challenge to describe the fight between these two characters, which I'm trying to describe it in really big language that makes it sound like two tornadoes running into each other. Not really providing a lot of detail, but just trying to describe the feeling of what it would be like to witness this confrontation. In fact, Murad has been my point of view character for the entire story. So Murad is the one that's witnessing this battle. He's not in the middle of it, but so it's been kind of an interesting challenge to describe a really apocalyptic battle between two master sorcerers in a way that really feels apocalyptic. I don't think I'm there yet, but I tried to throw a lot of language in there. I tried to talk a lot about sounds and like really... I'm imagining in my head being like in the middle of a hurricane, basically. So you hear this, this howling winds and debris flying everywhere, and people screaming and running everywhere, and they're fighting in the middle of a city, so these buildings are getting destroyed around them. There's like chunks of wood flying everywhere. In my head, it's a really, massive battle. And I just knocked my mouse on the floor. Way to go. My foot got hooked in the cord, and I just pulled it right off the table there. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing here at the end of NaNoWriMo, describing an apocalyptic battle between two mages. Can't really think of anything else to say. I'm still sort of, ironically, I have rediscovered a little bit of magic, no pun intended, in this story here in the last few days. I've been really down on this story for like the last week or so. But suddenly I feel really invested in this today, if no other day. But it's been a lot of work to get myself in front of the page and write, though. I've written in a lot of very short sessions today. I will write for, a few hundred words and then put it away for a while, and come back for another few hundred words and then put it away for a while, and then come back for another few hundred words. And after a while, after many, many hours, I can sort of build up some words there from that sort of a pattern. So I guess that'll be it for the 28th. What did I say? I was up to 46,000 some odd words. So theoretically, there should be like 3,300 words left after today. So yeah, less than 4,000 words remain. So it should be doable in 2 days. Should not be a problem. As long as I don't forget to write. All right, that's all for now. See you later.